San Diego Global Knowledge University.
Introduction. Hello, and welcome. Globalization and the growing connection of international markets have really changed how companies are seen by customers, investors, governments, and other important groups. Nowadays, how a business is doing isn't just about good products, efficient work, or money. Things like respecting human rights, good working conditions, company ethics, and the social impact businesses have through their supply chains are becoming much more important. Because of this, corporate social responsibility has gone from being a voluntary thing that just helps a company's image to a really important part of how a company stays competitive. Businesses that truly care about their workers' well-being and follow international rules build trust with customers, investors, and business partners. At the same time, they create a company culture based on doing the right thing, being open, and always getting better. In this chapter, we're going to look at the international standard SA 8000. It's one of the main guides for making sure working conditions are socially responsible. We'll learn about where it came from, its main ideas, and how it helps check that workers' rights are respected in companies and global supply chains. We'll also see how putting it into practice makes a company run better, helps it compete internationally, and contributes to sustainable development. Finally, we'll think about why it's so important to include social responsibility in a company's plan. We'll understand that being competitive in the 21st century isn't just about making things more efficiently, but also about creating value through ethical, open, and people-focused work practices that benefit both people and society. Let's get started. Globalization has allowed companies to grow their businesses into many countries, creating complex international supply chains. This has really increased how much stuff we can make and deliver. But it's also brought new problems about the working conditions where many products are made all over the world. Because of this, customers, investors, governments, and groups in society have started asking for more openness about how companies treat their workers. Nowadays, how good a product isn't just about how it works or how much it costs. It's also about the ethical conditions under which it was made. This change has led to the creation of international standards that check how socially responsible companies are. One important one is SA 8000, which was one of the first international systems to specifically certify good working conditions. For many years, companies focused on making sure their products were good quality using well-known management systems like ISO 9000 and ISO 14000. These systems helped set up standard ways to make products better and to improve how companies handled environmental issues. But as people started caring more about human rights and working conditions, there was a need for a similar system to check the quality of the workplace too. That's how SA 8000 was born. It's an international standard made to make sure companies respect basic rules about workers' rights, safety, treating people with respect, and being a responsible business. The expectations of consumers and investors have changed a lot over the past few decades. More and more people want to know not just what a product is like, but also how it was made. This trend has made people want to buy things responsibly. Now, when people decide what to buy, they think about social, environmental, and ethical things, not just the price and how good it is. At the same time, many investors are using social responsibility as a way to decide where to put their money. They prefer companies that show they treat their workers well and are always trying to be good for the environment. So, social responsibility isn't just about doing the right thing anymore. It's become a smart business move that can make a company look better, build trust, and help it compete. Today's companies work with huge networks of suppliers all over the world. This makes it hard to check directly that all the companies involved are treating their workers fairly, according to international human rights rules. Many companies first made their own rules to guide how their suppliers should act. But having many different codes caused big problems. A single supplier could be audited by different customers using different rules. This meant doing the same work twice, costing more money, and making it hard to compare results. Because of this, there was a need for a common international standard to help objectively check working conditions. SA 8000 was created as a voluntary certification system. It's based on how international management standards are set up, but it focuses specifically on working conditions. Its goal is to give clear rules that can be checked to see if a company respects its workers' basic rights and has ongoing ways to make sure those rights are met. Like other international certification systems, SA8000 includes independent audits, corrective actions, regular checkups, and continuous improvement. This approach means that getting certified shows a company's real commitment to social responsibility. The SA8000 standard brings together many internationally recognized rules about human and labor rights. Some of the main things it checks are: no child labor, no forced labor, good health and safety conditions, freedom to join groups and bargain together, no discrimination, fair ways of handling problems that respect human dignity, rules for working hours, enough pay to cover basic needs, management systems that make sure these rules are always followed. These points help to fully check the quality of the work environment and encourage companies to always get better. How well a rule works depends on having clear ways to check if it's being followed. That's why SA8000 uses a social audit system done by independent groups that are approved. During these audits, they look at papers, internal rules, work records, and proof related to working conditions. They also talk to workers, managers, and other important people. This helps them get a full picture by combining what's written down with what they see happening every day. This process helps find good points, areas that need work, and any rules that aren't being followed. These issues then need to be fixed with corrective actions. Getting certified isn't the final goal of the system. Instead, it's the start of a never-ending process of getting better. Certified organizations must keep checking things, taking steps to prevent problems, fixing mistakes, and regularly showing that they still meet the rules set by the standard. This way of doing things helps create a company culture that cares about social responsibility and always learning. Using SA8000 brings benefits that go beyond just following the rules. Organizations build a better reputation, customers and investors trust them more, and they lower the risks that come with not following labor laws in their supply chains. Also, better working conditions usually mean workers are more motivated, fewer people leave their jobs, productivity goes up, and everyone feels more committed to the company. So, social responsibility stops being just an extra cost and becomes a smart investment that can create lasting competitive advantages. Adopting international social responsibility standards means a lot more than just meeting some technical rules. When companies put these standards into practice, it shows a big change in how they think about being competitive, sustainable, and how they connect with society. These days, businesses, customers, investors, and different groups all expect companies to show, with real proof, that their production methods respect human rights, promote good working conditions, and create value not just for their owners, but also for their workers and the communities where they operate. In this situation, the SA8000 standard is a tool that helps build trust, improve how organizations are run, and create a business culture based on good ethics and always getting better. For many years, social responsibility was seen as an extra activity or something charitable. But today's business world shows that socially responsible organizations become more competitive and build stronger relationships with all the different groups they interact with. Companies that use responsible labor practices improve their reputation, gain more trust from customers and investors, and make their employees more committed. So, social responsibility is no longer just an ethical duty. It becomes a key part of how an organization is managed. One of the main goals of SA8000 certification is to build trust among everyone involved in the supply chain. Consumers, distributors, investors, and institutional clients need clear proof that products were made under working conditions that meet international standards. Certification provides exactly that level of trust through independent audits, follow-up processes, and ongoing improvement mechanisms. It doesn't replace the responsibility of organizations, but it's a tool to clearly show their commitment to business ethics. Globalization has really ramped up the competition between companies from different countries. In this world, international certifications are like a bridge that helps build trust between businesses that might not know each other yet. Just like with international standards for quality and environmental management, SA8000 gives everyone a common language to check out workplace practices using fair and clear rules. Its goal isn't to stop international trade, but to make business relationships easier by providing reliable and open information. One of the most important things about SA 8000 is that it's completely voluntary. It's not something governments force on you, or a rule you have to follow to do business internationally. Companies freely choose to use this standard as part of how they run their business and their promise to keep getting better. This voluntary nature actually makes it more believable because getting certified shows a real decision to prove good business practices. Even though SA 8000 was first made for factories and manufacturing companies, its ideas can work for lots of different kinds of businesses. Schools, government offices, service companies, and farms all have a responsibility to make sure their workers have good conditions, safe places to work, and their basic rights are respected. What changes between different organizations isn't the ethical rules, but how those rules are put into action based on what each business does. One of the most common worries about international standards is how they apply to small and medium-sized businesses. But actually, the size of a company isn't the main thing that decides if certification is possible. Management systems can be designed to fit how complex each company is. A small company has simpler processes, needs less paperwork, and so can put in place certification systems that fit its needs. Plus, there are other options like working together with other companies, government help programs, business groups, and ways to cooperate that make it easier for small organizations to get international certification. People often think that getting a certification will always make operating costs go up. But what we've seen is that many organizations quickly get their money back from this investment. They do this by getting more done, making fewer mistakes, having fewer people leave their jobs, making employees more committed, and making their work processes better. Certified organizations also become more trusted by customers and investors. This opens up more chances for them to be part of national and international markets, so getting certified should be seen as an investment that helps make a company stronger for a long time. Getting a certification isn't the final goal of the process. The real point is to build a company culture where being socially responsible is part of everyday decisions. This means putting good values into how leaders act, talking better with employees, making sure working conditions are good, and having ways to always check and make things better. The certification is just an outside sign of a much deeper change happening inside the company. The successful implementation of SA 8000 really depends on how committed the top leaders are. These leaders are in charge of making sure people are treated with respect, that the rules of the standard are followed, and that everyone acts ethically, transparently, and always tries to do better. When management is really involved in these things, social responsibility isn't just one small job, it becomes a part of everything the company does. The certification system uses both internal and external audits to check if the standard is being met. Internal audits help find areas that need improvement before the official check, make sure everyone is checking themselves, and encourage continuous improvement. Then, external audits bring an unbiased and independent view to the certification process, making sure that what the company actually does matches the rules. Both types of audits work together to make the system more trustworthy. Getting certified is just one step in making an organization better. Companies need to keep checking, training, evaluating, and updating things all the time. This helps them stick to the rules and deal with new challenges. Being a great organization isn't about one checkup. It's about always wanting to learn, be responsible, and keep getting better. Companies that make social responsibility part of their business plan also get better at making money, being seen as good in society, and building trust with customers, employees, and investors. So, being competitive isn't just about things like price, quality, or how much they produce anymore. How a company treats people also makes it stand out. This can create lasting value in markets that care more and more and expect a lot. Using SA 8000 shows that being ethical and being competitive aren't opposites. They actually work together to build stronger, more responsible companies that are ready for the challenges of the global economy. The way markets have changed shows that being competitive isn't just about making things cheaper anymore. Companies need to show that they create value by respecting human rights, making sure working conditions are good, and acting responsibly towards everyone involved. In this situation, international standards like SA 8000 help make things clearer, build trust with customers and investors, and create supply chains around the world that are more responsible. The quality of a company isn't just judged by the final product anymore. It also starts to look at how good the work environment is where that product is made. Conclusion. The discussion in this chapter helps us understand that corporate social responsibility is a key part of the plan for companies that want to do well in markets that are becoming more global, open, and demanding. What customers, investors, and international groups expect has changed, showing that a business's success doesn't just come from good products or working well. It also depends on how companies manage their people and how committed they are to society. This chapter showed that the SA 8000 standard is a complete tool for making sure people have good working conditions, that human rights are respected, and that things keep getting better through fair and independent social checks. It's more than just a certificate. It's a way of managing a company that builds a culture based on doing the right thing, being open, and sharing responsibility. We also saw that using this standard brings benefits that go beyond just meeting rules. Companies that do good for society build a better reputation, make customers and investors trust them more, get employees more involved, and gain lasting advantages over others. Also, getting certified helps companies fit better into global supply chains by showing clear proof that they follow international labor rules. Another important point is that being socially responsible isn't a problem for being competitive. Instead, it helps companies work better, lower risks, and build long-term relationships with all the people involved. This means that social checks and always getting better can turn good ideas into real actions that help both the company's money and people's well-being. Altogether, what we've talked about shows that to be successful for a long time, companies need to make social responsibility a key part of their plan, not just something extra they do. Companies that create fair working conditions, respect people's dignity, and use international standards like SA 8000 are better ready to handle the challenges of the global economy, build trust in the market, and help create a sustainable future. So, social responsibility is no longer just a moral duty. It becomes a vital part of modern management and a constant source of value for companies and society.
San Diego Global Knowledge University, Education Beyond Boundaries.